Hey, welcome back, you guys. We're going to go over Onyxcoin right now. We've seen a massive dump here and possibly coming back into our downwards triangle, but essentially the price right now for Onyxcoin is trading at 0.009891. In the last 24 hours, we're down 4% in terms of the price, and then as well as the volume here took a major hit of 34% down. So quickly taking a look at the daily time frame, yesterday's candlestick here, it almost seemed like we were going to come up towards the upside, possibly retesting our 20 moving average, which is this yellow line here. And as we scroll out, we know that the 20 moving average is going to be a gameplay towards the bullish side, as it has been a major resistance at this level. So essentially what we're seeing here is a possible retest of this area of support that we mentioned in our last video of 0.00951. And this area is going to be tested in the next 24 hours in my foreseeable kind of aspect here when it comes to the charts itself. Now, a few bearish indicators we have been talking was our RSI here, very weak in terms of the momentum, barely even reaching up to 50%, which is more of a bullish momentum. As we take a look here, we're around 32%, approaching oversold conditions, possibly coming below 30, and the price hitting that area of support that we did recently talk about. As we take a look at the volatility here, volatility is quite big in terms of Onyxcoin, and again, that support here may be tested. If we take a look closer in the immediate short term for 4 hours, we can see that jump here coming up from that resistance level. It did hold on to support. However, when we take a look at this candlestick here, the spinning top candlestick in an upwards trend or a downwards trend does show a lot of indecisiveness in terms of the bulls and the bears. And normally when it's observed at the upwards trend, it all depends on the next 4-hour time frame. If we see some bullish indicators from this 4 hours, then the price most likely will go up. In terms of this here, we did see a lot of major selling features here coming down again to this point here. Now this candlestick, it hasn't closed quite yet in our 4-hour candlestick. However, we do see possible signs of a trend reversal. Now this candlestick here can be observed as a hammer candlestick. The body itself is quite small and the wick itself is twice the size of the body. So right now it is hitting the characteristics. However, if we do see an extension of this body close roughly around 0.00979, it does hit those characteristics off the edge, and it's not characterized as a hammer candlestick. So further drop towards this supporting area of 0.0095 may be in play. If we do take a look at a secondary line of support, we are going to be pulling out our volume profile, and just bear with me as I scroll out to take a look at some of the possible volumes at dollar amounts. So as we can see here, this is the beginning of this next cluster, and before we get into another supporting area, we do see a possible resistance line. If we do see that hammer candlestick formation and that 4-hour close in that hammer candlestick, this is going to be the resistance area that the price essentially is going to gravitate towards, the highest end of 0.010, so around that 1 cent marker. If we do see a drop below of our first supporting price here, again, the price is going to gravitate where the volume of the dollar amounts are, and because this is the first kind of start of this cluster, the bottom line would be treated as another area of support, and that's going to be around the 0.009 or around that 0.008. And we can already see here there was nice rebounds, a nice recovery around this area back on March 29th, so just yesterday. So essentially these areas are going to be tested in the next 24 hours to see if we can see if any type of recovery here for Onyxcoin. But that's kind of my video here. Let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.